Oh my
Oh
god!
my god. Okay, they're recording. Right, I was worried. Download something at the damn time.
A whole 2 more terabytes of move up.
A whole 3 advertisements. Yay. Okay.
We.
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 Who is we? You speaking French? I wanted to be in VR chat!
Okay. So, where I last left off, everyone had just finished deciding that they didn't want to board the strange ship, much to Hive Mind's disappointment.
From my heart into my hand. Sorry.
We should also probably ablate on side of the ship so the gas pressure pushes it off course of the planet. We have
Yeah,
lasers,
you guys
don't we?
have a little bit of a decision now, like how you're gonna alter the course of this thing. Obviously, it's so far away from anything, you could just give it a slight nudge and it would, but nudge where?
Is there a star that doesn't have planets between us and them?
I
Right.
mean, several.
Perfect. Open that way. Bird has decided.
The easiest way to move something is to boop it in the center of mass.
Correct. Otherwise,
Do
you
not
just
physically
spin.
touch.
But
Have
what
a
are
look
we
at the
gonna
bunny.
poke it with?
I said we poke it with an asteroid.
Do we have one?
I got a bunny.
An asteroid.
Could we
not
maybe?
an asteroid.
I was gonna say, do we have any tow cables? Maybe we could grapple on with a tow cable and just kind of pull it.
I mean, yeah, that's an option. But then you'd be in direct contact with the ship.
That is correct. We don't want that.
True. I mean, I would say we could shoot it off course, but nah.
John kind of
I mean-
looks around the group expectantly. He knows of
Theoretic-
several ways to move the ship without touching it, but he's curious what you all come up with.
I don't know if we have greater mass, but theoretically, if we did, we could just literally park by it and slowly pull it towards us. And then leave.
Well, the problem with that is we're on a tri-axis orbit around it just to keep up with the position.
Do we have anything with tractor beams?
We could buy some later, but the ship does not currently have it, and I don't have the necessary mass to create one.
That's understandable.
I don't know. Unless we've
Yeah,
got
it's-
like just like a big solid piece of metal and shot it through one of the cannons to kind of bonk it off course.
I mean, assuming that you don't put it through the ship. Alternatively, you could just explode something near it, and the blast wave in a vacuum would cause the shift.
Yeah, it's like right up against the surface, I suppose would work. Yeah.
Kind of like a depth charge.
Well, you don't want it touching it. If it touches it,
Hey, I'm still here. I just had to step into the room for a second.
Okay.
and like Bird said, if we had a powerful enough laser, we could ablate part of it, causing it to vaporize and then shift. But
That's true.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
we don't
but
have a
then
giant
we-
laser.
with that, you have the risk of some of that goo getting out into space and slapping something random.
The level of intensity from a laser like that would evaporate any biological matter. Ablation is literally just the vaporization of a material. And if we were evaporating a ship hull meant to deal with space heat.
Whatever this stuff is, it didn't have any issue getting destroyed by the cleaning process over here. So it's not indestructible.
I mean, that could be an option, is just bumping it. Or dumping unnecessary cargo into it.
No.
There's a very limited amount of things we can do. Exactly what is at our disposal.
We could use the ship thrust.
That's true. We use our thrusters aimed at it.
Maybe, possibly, but that would kind of work, I guess. But then you'd have to go through the process of turning and then burning fuel, try and push it in a different direction. And there's a reason they have specialized ships to move stuff in space.
True. Well, should we at least maybe give the planet's Centaurs a heads up?
Well, it's got quite a while until it gets there. Ideally, wouldn't have to do anything of the sort, and it would just be dealt with before that happened.
That is true. We could just let people know ahead of time that it's coming and it needs attention of the quarantine type.
Do you have any ideas, Captain? Because I'm out.
We are far enough out that could just a thruster blast to knock it off course. The computer could probably handle the calculation for that, and the secondary calculation on its trajectory to figure out where it's going to end up. We could also create a simple explosive, using some of the amount of that would be burned up anyways. Thruster. That is assuming that whatever the thing isn't able to mess the electronics of an explosive. We could also do a dirty bomb of sorts with no electronics whatsoever, but that's not super reliable in space. We could, of course, just leave it alone and inform some people to take care of it, get paid for the information, and get paid more later if they decide to scrap it, or if it was considered a noteworthy heroic action.
If that's the case, I think we should notify someone. Because we aren't equipped to take care of stuff like this.
We could leave it be and save the resources and let somebody know.
I'm sure that there's some more qualified ship, maybe an Imperial decom unit somewhere in the area. Those guys are always itching to spray things down or burn things the ground.
Bird is returned, and Bird is still an advocate for using the point defense lasers against it. Oh, if we're still thinking about it, sorry, I kind of blacked out there for a minute. Why don't we go to the other side? Well, the side that still has a pressurized cabin into it, and blow out the
Yeah,
side
there
of
you
it of the ship, and then it'll go the other way of the explosion. Unless we're already past that, and I'm just talking about stuff that doesn't matter.
The massive depressurization would cause it to shift, especially if it was sudden.
This is true.
Well, we could poke a hole in one of those pressurized cabins, let it spray for a while.
True. It might be the best is putting a very small hairline fracture in it.
Oh, I was talking
But then
about a bullet, but a hairline fracture. Worse.
There's just a loud crunch as the bird yomps down on a candy that was a little too cold. Ah, God.
Well then, when you get us around there, I could probably shoot it. My the question is, would it have to be in the center, or are we going to have to adjust the trajectory up or down? Because nothing's aligned in space.
I'm sure that the VI can handle calculations and the trajectory of the projectile. And you just need to pull the trigger.
Yeah, the only problem is we don't know what kind of pressure is inside the cabin.
True.
Oh, yeah, we could launch a big old wad of that goopy shit at us.
No, well, theoretically, unless we use a small arms, something too small for any mass to get through, but not too small to prevent it from putting a significant enough hole in the side.
Like a pistol?
No, that's too small. More like a rifle.
Well, remember, the bigger you make the hole, the less time it's gonna depressurize it.
Yeah, and small pushes over long periods of time are often, in space anyways, are better than, big pushes over short time.
How about like
Exactly. Hence why the hole should be smaller if you want to try and give it as wide of a berth as possible.
Then
could do
again,
like
we could just be
bullet-
making the thing spin really fast.
And if we do it in the center of mass, or the closest to its center of mass, logic dictate that it would slowly push itself out.
Don't forget that it's also rotating, so it could just kind of make a corkscrew.
True.
Ooh, if it's a corkscrew
there
that
is
gets
an
bigger as it
alternative.
goes.
The alternative is we just cause it to spin so fast that it shakes itself apart, but then you have all that weird gooey stuff all over the cosmos.
Yeah, that's probably worse than whatever condition's in now. And I'll look to, I forget who it was that was doing the statistics readout. Wasn't there one of the chambers that had atmosphere in the middle, or was that still on the side?
I think it was our kitty. But
I don't remember for sure. Let me
I
take a look
know
at.
the gremlin, the boob gremlin was the one on the drone.
yeah, I mean, I still have the drone in the cockpit.
I thought,
no, Jade was on navigation.
oh yeah, that's right. I was on literally everything else.
Hey, we need someone
The
to run
kitty
around and
was
make
like
sure things are
drone
okay.
co-pilot, so she might have had that information.
Okay. So, whoever it was that was taking data readouts getting sent back by the drone would probably remember that, no, the entire central area of the ship is pretty much voided out. The only places that have atmosphere are on the edges, so anything you shoot is gonna make it spin.
That would be Borb.
Yes. Borb kind of raises grabby feathery bits. Yeah. The more I think about it, we wouldn't have really a good center of mass depressurization point. Unless you just want to see the thing spin, which would be entertaining on its own.
How about we not do it with something that's full of bio terror?
Or, if we have the ability to make some light duty explosions, we could send somebody over and then blow the hole out of the side of the ship and launch it that way.
Nope.
I'm kind of leaning more towards the leave it alone and warn people method.
Hmm.
Could we at least put a buoy on it then?
Yeah, the drone will act as a buoy.
Yeah, the drone would take care of that part.
For a
Berg is
while,
already
anyways.
gremlining through the options list of the drone. Buoy.
The drone will send out a warp buoy for a while, keep people away from the location, but it's still going to be on a flight course, whatever that planet is. And in case nobody comes along to deal with it in time, I would prefer it's heading towards someplace that's not actively hostile.
I will
How
do a
powerful
scan.
is the thrust on each of those drones?
30,000 tons.
Jesus.
Then why don't we just put one of the drones on the side of the ship?
Oh, wait,
That's
I thought
fine.
you meant the
Yeah.
ship.
No.
No,
Oh.
the drone operates off of a maglev.
I was gonna say, it's like
Yeah.
the damn drone has 30,000 tons.
Yeah, if it could do that, why in the hell did I have to get on the ship in the first damn place?
Yeah, no. Yeah, each one of the thrusters on this ship can push 30,000 tons.
Oh, poor good.
There's 4 of
I was
those.
like, damn,
This ship is
Let's
specifically
detach
designed
one.
for maneuvers.
Hmm. Well, does the ship, from the readings, have any fuel left?
There's no power in the entire ship.
Doesn't matter if there's no power. Is there any fuel in its pipes?
I don't think you guys ever scanned for that.
No.
All
we
the
did
fuel
not.
would probably be at the back thrusters.
Wouldn't the black box have that kind of information on it, like fuel at time of last issue?
Hmm.
He thinks about it for a moment. If it was a Terran vehicle, maybe. All species take different approaches to the black box. Some of them don't even have one.
I can take a look through it if you want. See if I can scrounge anything up.
Yeah, go ahead and have a check. See if there's any, like, actual ship data there.
She will get on and start going through the black box, see if there was anything.
Alright, you don't even have to roll for this. There is not. It's basically just recordings of time of death for each of the members, their biological data, and any logs that were made. No actual, like, ship diagnostics.
Well, we're not, no ship data at all. All it is crew, their bios, time of deaths, recordings.
Zitrun has had the idea. He's going to go to the creation engine and do a thinking and a typing on it.
I was about to say, you better not demand anything.
Give me give me a sandwich. Just get slapped by a big nanite hand. Yeah.
So, what are you typing?
I am typing. Wait, I just got a ping from a server. Why?
I thought
Wow.
I heard that.
Why?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Why, yo?
wow, Luigi.
Always a why, never a Luigi. Fucking Waluigi. A reversal of a reversal.
Mhm. Okay,
Reverse your reversal.
so what Zitrun is doing is he's basically trying to get it to make him a very dense rod of lead that's very smooth and round at the end.
Okay, so it's gonna bring up some basic manufacturing.
Mm.
Various like weight stuff.
Pauses,
Oh my god, dog, your
leaves.
breath smells so
How far away
bad.
from the ship are we?
A few meters.
Hmm. Okay. He will leave. Gonna go ahead and get a. Let's see. What is his weight? He's probably full encumbrance. Zitrun can safely lift a 400-pound object.
Yeah, that sounds
Perfect.
about right.
Now, Zitrun's gonna get a 280-pound rod of lead.
Alright, the captain will get a ping on his navigation console, and he'll, the command station, head down the stairs to the creation engine. What are you doing?
I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to get an ion thruster. Because they don't really require any fuel, and they're basically self-sufficient using ions, it's quite powerful. It's not going to do a lot of thrust, but it'll constantly apply a little thrust over a large period of time. With possibly some solar thing, so it can self-charge. And then we just stick it on the side of the ship and leave, and it'll slowly start pushing it. I'm tired of thinking, and we're not shooting it, and we're not wasting fuel, so we'll just waste mass.
If you're going to be applying thrust side anyways, why does it need to be heavy?
And that way it can't be easily shifted, just in case. I have a very sneaking suspicion about the ship.
Wouldn't you just put a tip on it and have it mount itself? Yep.
No, the simpler it is, the better it would theoretically be. The more complex moving parts this has, the easier it could go awry if we're not here. Even something
Right.
as I mean, we could just redesign it because just grip with hands and hold a rod up. Yeah, it's just feed back in and redesign. But that's my best guess. Actually, that's a really good idea. Have it drill itself into it and latch itself on.
Yeah, I'd rather not waste the kind of guess at that maybe 500 bullets worth of lead.
Alright, fine, then I'll shorten the rod. We'll substitute some of the copper that I put in there.
Thanks.
Zitrun just sacrifices the rest of his copper to it. And there. The battery pack. Now, this is slow pile of things being set up.
Yeah.
Now,
John is taking notes of things. Okay, photovoltaic cells, actuator, nickel lead battery pack, installation, micro electronic motor, drill bit, mounting cloth, nickel argon gas, photovoltaic ring.
Bird has gremlined themselves down to watch the two of you work.
alright.
John is actively helping you build.
This is so if we do it right, it'll just stay in latch, and once it actually starts to activate the thrust, the constant pressure will make it pretty much impossible to move without ripping out the entire section of the hull. So on the event that at this point, I kind of feel like something is still in there. Well, it's either going to have to run the hell away into the void of space and try its luck with I don't know, my home star put out 900 degrees human Fahrenheit in direct sunlight. So, you can try its time with the radiation or the free sauna. Or it can just accept its drifting as a derelict in space and feed on random strangers until somebody comes along to push it into an ion furnace. Yeah, but
I think this is probably our best option. Use the least amount of resources. We can say that we did our part for whatever society brings up on that planet. Maybe we'll get paid more, maybe we don't.
the one downside of this is I have to go put it on the ship myself because it was my idea. So I get to drift out to space and find out whatever the hell that invisible thing was.
I'll have the not the nanoforge, fuck. I'll have the creation make a full apparatus for when you get back.
Good idea. And then Zitrone just gonna make sure he's got his stabber on him. I wonder if their teeth burn everything. I know it burns like acid when we get stabbed with it. Well, we'll find out. The small horned one has suited up. They will take the contraption that they assembled. All in all, it actually looks like it came in at, I don't know, I'm gonna random generate, but it's gotta be at least 300 pounds. 399 pounds. What are the odds?
Well, yeah, I mean, even ion thrusters are still thrusters. They're heavy as fuck, even if you don't have that much thrust on them.
True. I do love ion thrusters conceptually. They're so, like, people bitches, like, rocket enthusiasts, like, it's not that good. No, it's great. It sucks at getting you off a planet, but once you're in space, it's the best bet. It's so fuel efficient. It just doesn't waste any fuel.
You
And
know
it
what's
just
even
gets
more
faster
fuel
and
efficient?
faster.
Pointing it at a solar sail.
Right?
As long as you have something in front of the solar sail so that it doesn't get all those micro tears.
Yeah.
A little
That's
bit.
actually I've seen a gentleman on DeviantArt actually show off his little sci-fi concept for pirate ships in space, and they were solar sails that had like a metal net mesh over it, and it just blew like this. It was like this ovular vent on either one side of the mast that just blew thrust into it with ion engines, and I was like, this dude, that's a pretty cool dude. And then I gave him like I gave him like an upvote thingy on the DeviantArt because I thought it was
Dude.
cool. Yeah, the updoot. I'm like, here you go.
Doot 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 doot.
Doot doot.
Citron's gonna attach himself comfortably, and he's gonna chest up on his abomination and do a little patient patter as he waits until the orbit comes around to the side of the ship he needs.
Oh
And
no,
then,
you're geostationally locked position that you're in.
oh no, I thought it'd be a cool, like, I'm upside down. No, I'm right side up.
Now, if you need it to be in a specific spot, the captain can tell the ship VI to get to that spot.
We do need it to be on the other side of the ship where there's, actually a hole. Well, then again, hold on now. Theoretically, if he was to go inside and put it on the inside, it would put a thrust closer to the center. Damn. Do we risk it?
I
fuck it, I'm
think
going
you're misremembering the rocket paradox. Doesn't matter where the thrust is.
Kinda does.
Now, like, the rocket pendulum paradox states that you would imagine having the thrust at the top of the rocket would make it more stable, but in fact it actually doesn't matter.
As long as it's not like on a stick off to one side. As long as it's on the center line, it doesn't matter where it's at. It could also be completely internal
Okay,
as
but see,
well.
I wasn't talking about the center of its overall body. I was talking about the center of its mass as an object on the inside.
Oh, the
As
center of its mass is
rocket.
going to be near the back of the ship then.
Oh yeah. I should imagine the gremlin putting a thruster inside a thruster.
This'll get you going. There you go. You know,
Right.
that's probably not a bad place to start. It
Honestly,
would be
though,
centered based on, what the ship actually needs to go in a straight line. It's probably the heaviest part of the ship.
yeah, but doesn't want to speed it up and and give it velocity to go towards the planet. Though that is a good idea. I think Zitrun will decide to ask the captain to align the ship so he can get out at an angle adjacent to it, kind of offset towards the left side or the appropriate side. I don't know if it needs to get pushed to the left. Well, then again, it just needs to get pushed somewhere that's not straight. So I guess to the left side and kind of a diagonal adjacency to it. That way you can put the thruster there and push on that bundle of mass and slowly get it to go away.
Alright,
Else
okay.
follow in 500 years.
I'll adjust our orbit so that we're closer to that part of the ship. Any steps away to go take the controls again. And you're staring out of the front catwalk of the cargo lock field. And slowly the ship kind of shifts in front of you, even as the stars around essentially a skybox of this video game kind of rotate the axis. And as swing around to the back of the ship, you can actually see that one of the engines blown out completely on one side, and you can clear into the side of the hull.
Yeah, that'll definitely make it difficult to continue traveling. You can buff that out though, right there. That's supposed to be on fire. Alright. It sure knows he doesn't no time to wait. And they make sure they're tethered nicely. And they're gone. Seeing Olin's episode, they're not gonna just give this thing the benefit of the doubt. No, they're smart. They have their contraption under one arm and they're holding their tether wrapped up around their wrist and the other as they slowly drift out into space. That way, in case it tries any cheeky shit, doesn't matter if it tries it, he can just tug on it and the laws of physics will pull him towards the ship.
There you go.
Wait, hold on. Where's my Oscillus Zarathustra? It's appropriate. Or the Interstellar theme would also be appropriate here.
Preferably something that isn't copywritten.
Yeah, let me find space. Copyright free space music. I got some. Hold on.
Got space music.
But I don't, because I don't have the internet that's safe to stream with.
Yeah, Les doesn't have Wi-Fi right now. They're on mobile.
Sad face.
They can't hear the amazing and intense music.
Space music.
Spoosh.
It's Infinity awaits us. It's royalty free by aviators. So fuck you. Take it up with them, YouTube.
So yes, YouTube, suck dick. Go die. Nobody likes you.
It's literally an entirely royalty free BGM album they released on YouTube to be used because it's royalty free. Space.
Okay, so you're drifting through space, and it's
Cold.
kind of the first time you've been out, just kind of drifting out here. Go ahead and roll me a smart.
Smurf.
This is very uncomfortable.
Bird has face, well, side of face glued to one of the port windows. Watching.
7! Yes! Yes!
You feel very Oh.
No shit.
Even
smaller
like
than normal.
The
you've
grandness.
seen the ship from the outside before when you were on the station. It's not that big compared to like the one that the Terrans and the pirates rode in on. And if a pirate ship looks big compared to this thing, then this has got to be a small ship. But right now, it seems massive. It's kind of like staring into the maw of a sandworm, looking back at the cargo lock field.
That's very presumptuous of you. His species might take offense to that.
I don't know if
Shut.
it's offensive or not. It could be whatever he feels like. It's space. I ain't gotta explain shit.
I know, I'm just being a shit.
The
How dare
train
you?
feels uncertain, but he's got a job to do, and it kind of reminds me he's got a job to do when he can see, since the shadow of the other ship. Oh yeah, that's right. The slow spinning around before touching against the hull with feet. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's no, yeah, that's not a planet.
There's
Um,
a low whir sound coming from somewhere below you that brings you back to reality slowly as the magnetic activate, detecting a surface that they can affix themselves to.
Clink, clink.
would Bird be allowed to bring out the drone to allow for like a little extra handhold? Because I figure if it maglevs itself to the surface of the ship, it can act as as a point to put your hand for stability.
Drone is all the way at the front of the ship in basically a sealed cabin right now, and they're all the way at the
Oh,
back.
it would take much
This is
times.
a
Never mind.
lone ship.
It is a large. It's not even that big, but right now it's massive.
It's one of those things that, like, it's not that big, but compared to you, it's enormous.
Yeah.
Like, the Statue of Liberty doesn't seem that giant, but compared to a person, it's fucking terrifying.
Considering how much copper it's made out of, it is spoopy.
They built the
The
damn
old-
thing 4 times.
Yeah, they have to, because the copper keeps wearing. It's like, why don't you just make it something more resilient? No, it has to be copper. The only thing is what matters.
Not
America!
even that. Like when they were scaling it up, they built the thing 4 times just to make sure that it could handle the weight.
Mm. They have to constantly repair the damn thing, though. It makes you stand.
It corrodes constantly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's out there in the shitty like what? Okay, I love you,
It's-
France, and I love our country, but which one of you dumbasses decided to put the copper statue in the middle of the Bay of fucking Manhattan in the Atlantic fucking Ocean?
I mean, this is France you're talking about. They used to hold a World's Fair where they would build entire steel structures only to rip them down like literally a day later. The Eiffel Tower
True.
wasn't supposed to stick around.
That is true, but it's just like, damn, that is too big, Jean-Pierre. Yeah, fuck yeah, there's not my job anymore.
They still make quite a bit of money off, or are still actively making a shitload of money off of it for tourist attraction purposes.
I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah,
the fucking Eiffel Tower.
It's a radio/internet tower now too.
Mm.
Don't forget, it also had what is it, a USV German dogfight take place through its fucking legs.
Yeah. Go USA.
The German's like, fuck, 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 get back here, you squirrely bitch! Yum!
Yum.
The U.S. pilot, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
Wait,
Hold on.
I got some of that fancy tank chocolate you had, and I'm happy.
I figured out how to refuel midair. Give me that jerry can. Oh no.
Oh my God, he could have been jacked up on Mountain Dew. It was made in the 1940s.
Yeah, it was. It was
Yeah,
specifically
really?
designed to sell to hillbillies.
That's amazing, and it's
Before
so good.
before the actual drink was made, Mountain Dew was a slang name for moonshine.
That's clever. Somebody's
Maybe-
clever. Give them fucking promotion.
Actually, if we're being
I was gonna
honest, that
mention that Mountain Dew used to refer to moonshine before they made it a brand.
Yeah.
Mm. Maybe original Mountain Dew did have alcohol in it, like how Coca-Cola used to have Coke in it, and that's probably what the pilots are actually on. Coke.
Hold on, let me drink this.
Oh man, you got a Coke over there? Oh, I got Mountain. Hold on.
Did you miss
What,
me?
what
Like
happens if we
Coke
mix
after
these?
What happens if you mix the two?
That's
If
called
you-
a
did you know-
steroid, hun.
Did you know that if you mix Coke and Pepsi, you'll die because somebody will assassinate you for blasphemy? Alright, so the turn is on the hull of the ship. And he's going to go to a sturdy enough area that isn't, in the form of a hole.
Bird still has face glued onto the port, watching.
And he's just going to kneel himself down and... And he's very actively keeping that trying to keep that bound up. Even when he can't kind of hold on to it with his hand because he needs to use his hand, he still binds any slack he has up and squeezes it under his arm.
Alright, give me a perception check.
His lizard first time in suit, he don't know what to do. Damn it! 79. Please win. I want to mark up
Alright.
another fail today.
So, as you're walking around, you notice that there is some of this weird, fleshy material just kind of reaching out in space, almost like around this area where you're walking. And you almost stepped on a portion of it, but you draw your foot back before that.
Alright, I did have a
That was a
smart
success.
fail, right? Smart fail, right?
You had a
Yeah.
smart fail, yes.
Okay. What is the rate of how many times you fail to go up 1 point?
I think it's 4.
Yes,
The
I
first
think it
one.
was 4 for the first one.
And then does it add
it was-
4 each time after?
Yeah, 4 plus 4 times your current level in that.
Dirk,
Wow.
I want to pet a giant salamander.
Okay.
It'll probably yomp your hand because they are angy.
What's free
I
of
mean, I
any
want to
of
pet
the...
one too, but
Oh wait, hold on. One's free of
Think
any
that
of the
mystery that it would. They're technically predatory.
I'm gonna go ahead and affix. Well, that's a good word. Yeah, I'm going to affix the contraption the captain of the turn made onto the side of the ship.
Alright. You set it down and you press the little button on top of the handhold, and you hear a whirring reverberating through your gloves and arms. It's not a steady or easy process by any means, but it is making progress of a sort. Go ahead and give me a physicality check.
Lizard muscles. Yes, 82. Ah!
72 is a success, so you managed to keep a hold of it. Give me another one.
I feel like it's just rattling his little bones. Okay. Can we start with the 70s? 77.
I'm really trying here, man. Okay,
This is a
so
great year.
it feels like you're using a jackhammer for a few seconds, and eventually you get a bite, and it almost wants to twist out of your hand. Give me another physicality check.
Oh, fuck you giving me... No, we're going back to the 70s. I refuse to use anything over that.
So what'd you roll?
My disadvantage roll was 85.
That's a success. Okay, so it's managing to dig itself into the hull now, and you see little spirals of metal kind of worming out from one side.
Hmm. Interesting. Hmm.
And then the hull starts to. Go ahead and give me a smarts check.
The whole starts to
God damn it! I can't get below high rolls. This is making it not fun for me. Yeah, fuck off. I'm kind of an 82, and when I threw my
Success is the only
phone,
option.
I got an 87. Fuck off!
It's funny.
Does not. Fuck you.
It's funny to us.
Fuck you.
It's funny to me.
I hope you climb a ladder and fail to get down.
All right.
I'm not Ivy.
So
I'm sorry.
you manage
Mean.
to
This
twist
time he's like,
the
bitch.
thruster back around from where it was and kind of cut off the mystery fluid, and you finally plunge the seal of the device back down, and it kind of locks in place as little latches come out of the drill portion and hook onto the opposite side of the hull. And you can kind of hear it struggling for a little bit before it finally gives a click of locking in place. There's something squishy on the other side for sure.
No, yes, I thought. Citron's gonna turn it on and get himself back with an unapologetic pulling of the tension towards the ship.
Alright.
Yeah.
The thruster whirs to life, and ring starts to faintly glow. It's gonna be a little bit before it gets up to temperature properly, but it is working as far as you can tell.
He's not a rocket scientist, he just knows that if it glows, it goes.
Generally, yeah. Pull yourself all the way back to the ship. Not a particularly difficult task. And as you get closer to the catwalk, the ship seems to kind of shrink in your mind. But for a moment, it almost seems like it's drifting away from you, despite very clearly getting closer. And then you land on the catwalk, and whatever it was that was affecting your mind kind of goes away.
Yeah, don't really like you. Kinds of
There's something
store.
fucky.
Just the whole time as he's coming back, just see Bird in that one window, just kind of like gesturing back towards him, like, this way, come on, this way, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Jade's gonna look at the captain. Captain, should we go do a decom scrub on him just in case?
I left the scrubbing station down there for him when he got back.
Okay.
Wait, down in the creation engine area or right here?
No, right there. Like, first
perfect.
thing as soon as you step onto the catwalk. Like, no way to go around it.
Citron's happy to get clean.
So you step into the nice, almost plasticky looking white box, and a chunk behind you, and red light comes on, rubbers pop out of the wall, some of them hovering, and little arms reach out, grab your wrist, and pull you into a T-pose with legs spread and get shuffled all over.
Then. I guess this is happening.
I
I
guess
keep
this is my
forgetting.
life.
These people don't have tails, do they, or do they?
He is a deer tar. He does have a tail, but it's short.
No, I mean Citron's people.
Citron's people do have a tail. It's a salamander tail.
Oh, okay. I was right. Yeah.
Yeah. It is
Everywhere
also
must
being
be
cleaned.
clean.
Yeah, it is also being.
You can just hear like a FBI, unclean, unclean.
No, it's just like the little Bevo angry beeping as scrubbers scrub away all the dirt and grime.
Ah, yes. For a brief moment, you can see he's the blue spotted looking motherfucking salamander. And then that red tinge starts to come back because the scrubber's fucking hot and the suit's fucking hot.
The whole damn chamber is full of some kind of swirling, oily-looking liquid, and then it all drains. You're not even sure where, because when you come out the other side, it's just as thin as the other side.
Nanites! By the time you leave, you'll start hearing ads for mesothelioma from exposure to nanites.
How about
Well,
the most recent one for the military? The defaulty earplugs.
Oh, Jesus, that's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck you, 3M.
Yeah.
You make
How do
stickers,
we
not earplugs.
fucking suck? Zichard has been cleaned. He feels clean too, even though it was just mostly his suit that was clean.
Somehow this seems cleaner than when you got into it initially, fresh from the forge.
Well, we all die from some sort of brain infection. We know it was Olin's fault.
Hey,
Bad Bunny.
Jade
Zichard's gonna
to,
do a he's gonna do a body odor check to make sure he's not emitting too many hormones. I mean, last thing he needs is a bunch of horny aliens following him around.
Go ahead and give me a d20 roll.
While
That's
Jade,
the downside of all that sweat. Go ahead.
while Zitroon is doing that, Jade is going to listen to some of the recordings from the black box.
I got
It's
an 18,
mostly
by the way.
screams.
Ah!
Anything else besides screams? She's
My
looking for
leg!
little
Sorry.
details of like gurgling, gurgling, squishing.
You're kind of scrolling through some of the like decompressions and some of the gurgling sounds, and eventually you come to one, or yeah, there's actually two residents of the ship that are still technically alive according to the computer, so it continues to track them. One of them had become the mass that plugged the explosive compression from whatever the explosion was on the left side of the ship, and another one became the center of the hive mind on the other side of that central room. And
Oh,
from what you can tell, they violently hate each other, but the one at the airlock can't do anything about it, and the one at the other end has been slowly disassembling the ship and repairing important parts.
Captain. I was listening to some of the recordings, and it seems as if the mass that's plugging the airlock and the mass in the center of the one room are alive, and they hate each other.
Well, that's not exactly surprising. If it's biological, it has to be alive.
Yes.
Yes,
Also, the one in the center seems to be repairing the ship slowly.
Well, like I said, if it's biological, it has to be alive, and living things typically want conditions to be a certain way to continue to exist. The fact that it's repairing the ship doesn't necessarily sway me if it's good or evil.
It doesn't me either, it just makes me concerned.
I don't know if it'll repair the damage that was done to that thruster in time to get itself back on course, especially since even if it has its main thrusters without any sort of, what are those things called? Gyro, rocket, jet,
Gyroscopic?
Earth thruster?
yeah, those things, the little ones that push the ship and make its nose go one way or the other. Without any functioning of those, it can't get back on course, if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah, I had the ship scan the engine while we were back here, and it looks like a lot of the fuel leaked out a long time ago.
Okay.
Unless they resort
So,
to methane.
Who do we call for this?
I say
I
we
heard
go
it.
back to the station and report its location and current predicted trajectory. And we'll let the quest givers decide.
All
It's
right.
Sounds
kind
good.
of above my usual call lines.
That makes sense.
I hope we didn't throw a wrench in any plans to sacrifice us.
I hope we do.
Oh yeah, what is it? I got an 18 on the D20. Does it mean I smell if I stink?
You smell like the bristles of the brush.
So you can't smell it, but if somebody else was like sitting right next to you, maybe they could.
Oh, good.
Deja
Anyway,
vu, what the fuck?
What?
That was some powerful deja vu.
mhm.
It's the end of the world as we know
I'm
it.
gonna stab you! Shut up! No!
Alright,
Groundhog Day.
You think
No,
deja
no.
vu is just you coming up to a checkpoint?
Yeah.
God, I don't like when we come up on checkpoints in games. Bad things happen. I don't want bad things to happen. I'm playing games. I don't have underwear on, and I'm not gonna go put any on.
No, deja vu is just your brain rewarding itself for correctly predicting the future.
That's a
Basically.
reward. I feel nervous.
Well, it's not a reward for you. Your brain is rewarding itself.
I've actually heard that it's similar to a seizure in the portion of your brain that controls memory and recognition. So it's your brain thinking it's recognizing something.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
damn
few
it.
different versions of deja vu. Deja vu isn't one specific thing, it's just the experience of having done something before. Exactly. In my case, I'll have premonitions, and it's never about anything like important, like that one time I got into a car crash or, finding the love of my life. It's usually boring shit, like a specific conversation at a specific time, feeling and sitting a certain way, or standing, I guess.
Premonitions? Premonition.
But yeah, I have had those too. I have actually had times where I correctly predicted what somebody was going to order at a restaurant, punched it into the computer, and then wait, they haven't said anything yet, deleted it, and then they turned around and ordered exactly what I punched into the computer.
Yeah.
God, Dabot.
I guess our brains are just so good at pattern recognition that this is kind of a weird edge case quirk that happens sometimes.
So that is what deja vu is believed to be, is because of how the human brain recognizes patterns, and it has a finite amount of temporary memory that it'll see a pattern that is similar to the scenario in which causes deja vu months or so prior, and then when it comes up on this, like, oh, we've been here before, even though you've never actually been there before, and it's like, good job, me. And then it proceeds, and the reason the deja vu goes away, because it completely shits that memory into the fucking trash bin and clicks empty.
Yeah, the brain's not very kind to that sort of superpower. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
this
it's like-
isn't supposed to happen. Delete.
It's like, nope, delete. No,
It's like, that was interesting, delete.
Oh, I should probably focus on this and learn how to control it better, but I've got this admin command here that's telling me I really shouldn't.
since they're probably going to head back to the station now, Jade's going to take the time to sort through all the pictures that she gathered that one time and separate them into research and taxes.
Captain's gonna make sure everyone's actually in a seat this time. He's gonna go through his song again, which I should really record at some point so I could just play it without having to embarrass you all at my horrible singing.
Okay.
Away in a manger, no Christmas, I got it.
The ship lurches And, it really does feel like the ship has a massive amount of acceleration behind it. And, let's see. Citroen, you're actually sitting in the co-pilot seat this time, and you can see it's not even 10% thrust when he goes to 0.9% speed of light.
We fasten your
Take down
seatbelt.
your-
So the ship's speed climbs steadily up to that speed, and then he hits a button on his chair's armrest, and the ship's speed just kind of jumps suddenly as that golden shimmer kind of. It's. Whenever you're traveling this speed, that golden shimmer is already there, but it kind of gets brighter as you rise into the next hyperspeed band. And, I already explained what it feels like. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Zoop.
Everything kind of lags a little bit. It's like your frame rate drops to 15 frames a second. You got input lag.
Bird has just tucked face under Wingy, and it's just in the chair. Just nope, not it, not today.
You just gently pat the burb if they sat down beside her.
Yeah, sure.
Just leg.
And you can see from between your feathers the motion of them patting, and then you actually feel it a couple of seconds later.
I don't like this.
You want to see what I uncovered?
I don't want to see anything right now. Just...
Okay.
Maybe after. Just...
John kind of reaches his hands up and stretches, popping some of his knuckles over his head. You get used to it.
That sounds like a lie. Just Bird is just not in a good way. I failed. I rolled 3 separate different times trying to at least get over like 15. That was 3, 2, and 6.
Oh yeah, you're not enjoying this at all.
No,
What's
Bird is not in
probably
a good
throwing
way.
off your equilibrium is the ship isn't even going in a straight line forward. It's kind of going at an angle.
Oh,
Let's see what Jade gets if she enjoys it or not. That's a 75.
You're a little more used to this.
We
The bird can hear just, let's see, taxes.
What about Zitch? Roll a let's see.
D100.
Yeah, it's gonna be a D100, and I'm trying to remember which stat was on.
Severity.
I think it would be severity. Not necessarily intimidation, but it is like a psychological thing that you're dealing with.
Oh, I got 24, so I'll take the fail, please.
That is a fail.
Yay! I said I'm gonna get me a bunch of percentages.
Yeah, you are not used to the lag at all. It's not quite as bad as the bird over there that just looks like they're about to throw up, but it's definitely takes some.
Zitron is going to attempt to help the bird if they're able to with not vomiting.
Kind of weird. For anybody that passes the check, it just feels like lag, but for you, you can. It's when your hand moves, you can watch it like frame by frame, and then the previous frames kind of stick around for a bit before fading out.
Almost like an after image.
Yeah, like a really slow after image.
Ooh. Well,
Your brain's just having a hard enough time trying to deal with the lag, it doesn't have time to deal with visual anomalies.
that is why Bird is hiding face at Wingy's. Because no.
So what exactly are you doing to try and help the Verb? As far as you know, there's not necessarily like a pill or a muscle you can squeeze like seasickness.
They have the possibility of a bonk on the head is what they're considering. Maybe that'll snap them out of it. Or
Good old percussive maintenance.
that's one thing that they were thinking. They're thinking maybe give them one of their candies, but then that would make them really high. They could
And
try
what's
and
wrong with
hold. They could try and like hug them, but then that might, crush them or make them, projectile vomit. They're going through a list of what do I do that doesn't backfire.
Give me a smarts check.
Donk. Hmm.
Bonk.
I got 64.
Alright,
Fjord.
so you remember that just lying the person on their back can help with sort of mental effects like this? Like back when the what the fuck were they called? The people that owned you guys.
Don't worry about it.
The overseers. That's the word I was looking for. Back when the overseers were in control of your people, they used a lot of mental manipulation techniques, and one way to help deal with the after effects of that was to just lay the person on their back and let blood flow to their brain a little easier.
It's a good idea. That he thinks that might be his safest bet that won't get anything too covered.
Well, you could always lay them on their face if you're worried about projectile vomit.
Yeah, but then that would hurt their beak. So Citron will opt to go and help the bird and try and slowly lie them down just on the comfortable, cool floor.
They've kind of opted just to cover their face. They laid out because it is helping some, but they're still covering their face. Just
I suppose I should have Vivian roll for her check also, shouldn't I?
Warp sickness.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like it.
All right.
this never gets better.
Well, she got a
And
49, so that's not terrible.
Jade,
49
make
is
it
a pass.
Okay, so she's doing okay. She just doesn't like it.
What did Jay say?
Jade, just don't worry. You'll get used to it eventually.
This isn't my first jump. I don't even know how far away from home I was. Every jump is like this. It's hard. Ugh.
Genetically predisposed to warp sickness.
Huh?
Genetically predisposed to warp sickness.
I think Vivian will help with the sorting of the research. And by that I mean she's gonna supervise from behind.
That's
Oh
fine.
my.
Just get the occasional. Oh, so that's what you're into.
Okay, it looks like she is doing another boob hat. According to the roll there. She apparently does not pay much attention to her own boobs.
Jade is
who's
fine.
your boob heading? Oh, poor Jade. That's right. Noting a lot of interracial stuff here.
John will look to the group kind of gathering up and getting comfortable-ish for the ride.
Mhm.
Citron, have you ever played King's Bluff?
I've heard of it, but I never played it.
He will reach to one of the vest pockets he has and pull out a six-sided dice. Want to give it a shot?
I accept this challenge, yes, I do.
He will hand you one of the dice. Has anyone ever explained the rules to you?
Nope.
Alright,
I
well,
was like,
it's pretty
gotta
simple.
roll for sports, but both of them were under 10, so no.
So, we're each gonna roll these dice towards each other, and then we slap our hands down on our opponent's dice and try to guess the number that our opponent has. So, say, I roll my dice towards you and you put your hand over it. I have to try and guess what the dice landed on under your hand. And we'll go back and forth placing bets on it. We'll,
Ah,
To win.
This is the very simple version. There are actual betting versions, but I figured I'd show you the practice and before we right now is the best time to do this. Worth it, really fucking.
Sounds like a good plan, then. Let us roll.
Alright, so he rolls the dice towards you, and actually in person, you just wait until the bets have been decided to roll. Otherwise, the result is. So, you roll, they roll. John puts his hand down on top of your dice, put your hand down on top of his. Obviously, because he had to look at where your dice was to put his hand on it, he doesn't have a great idea of what the dice were rolling towards your hand. And he is going to make a guess based on what he thinks the dice number is under his own hand. Five.
Just hear bird kind of groan in the background. Don't manipulate the dice when you're covering them. That's
I
just rude and it'll
say
get you kicked.
4.
Alright. He'll slowly uncover his dice. And the result is a 6. And what do you got?
My die is a 3. My little D6 on my phone here.
Okay.
I'm assuming that
so-
I did do that correctly, actually rolling it here.
Yeah, rolling it after the bets.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a difference of 2 each, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so he will produce 2 more dice. Alright, looks like we'll be rolling 2 dice each.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds pretty fair. He will hand you yours. You'll both roll them. 2, 2.
Roll. I say 2 4s.
3, 4.
I'm willing to bet that there might just be 4 4s on this table.
I'm willing to bet that you're a liar. And he'll reveal his dice. One is a 6 and one is a 5.
Zitron reveals his, and 2 of them were in fact 4s. Almost half right.
Aha! I've won.
I don't think either of us won in that scenario. Okay, though. I'll go with it.
No, see, I won because I bet you lying about the number of dice.
It's just
Therefore, you know what? Never mind.
you just hear kind of a clicky, squawky groan from off to onto the floor.
Alright.
You okay?
He will
I live, baby.
he will set those 2 dice aside again. Now you have 1 dice once again.
Yeah.
So we'll try again.
Ah.
Roll it.
It's the roll.
The roll. He'll kind of mull over it for a second. Say 3.
Jesus, that's loud. You guys can't
What?
hear that TV in the background, can you?
No.
What? No.
Okay, good.
I say 1.
Right? Feel that he does in fact have a 1.
Ah.
And what'd you get?
I also got a 1, so it was a win-win.
Ah, see, that time you won right away. No need for it. An extra round. So we've both won once. We'll have to do a tiebreaker.
Da-da-da-da.
For a moment, Zitrun just... Okay, hold on. He kind of like stops playing and he slowly goes to pull out his knife and then he remembers, oh wait, hold on. Never mind. Alright. Hey, burgers always end with a blood draw in my clan. I gotta forget. I'm not home anymore. Aside from the obvious fact that I'm in a metal tomb sailing through the stars. Surrounded by a groaning bird, a woman with large breasts that glow, and a cat. Oh, and Olin.
Don't be so dramatic.
Wait. You're not labeling me anything. You're just an Olin.
You're Olin. Would you prefer I give you a label?
No, fine,
Your
whatever.
designate is now Thumper.
No.
Bird has
Alright,
spoken.
fine. I shall call you...
The long-eared.
The long ears and a small. Yeah.
Pale.
Ginger. Because you have ginger-colored fur.
What's
Does
it
that mean-
like being a lich?
Does that mean he doesn't have a soul?
Oh god, there must be a vampire on board.
Alright, well, we're just gonna keep playing dice over here. Enjoy that.
So John will just kind of smirk, roll the dice around in the can, or rolling it towards, slapping the can down on you.
Ah. Zitrun putting a flourish on his dice with a... Meh.
4.
I say
Just
you
background.
have a 3. Yeah. Correct number.
Right?
Three.
He reveals that he in fact has a 2.
Damn, I only had a 6.
So you'll be running 1. Wait, hold on. Remembering the quick.
Just in the background. Taxes. Ooh, 401k.
So you're
What?
1 dice off. I'm 2 dice off.
Hmm.
I'm going to be rolling 2 dice. We're going to be rolling 1 dice. I'm at a
Victory.
disadvantage.
Victory! Okay.
He will hand you 1 dice to roll with the other one, and he will pick up the singular die on his side.
And die to rule them all.
And yeah. Is it
The
true?
council has allotted you a singular die.
God.
Oh, there's warm air coming out of the central heat and air vent over there. It's on my foot and it feels fucking great, so I might pass out. That feels good. Kiss my ass. Mmm. Now, if that gun falls where in that precarious position it's in, it's gonna hit me right in the fucking knee. Do not.
Or do.
Okay. No, it's a 303, and I don't remember if it's unloaded or not.
That
Mm.
doesn't matter if it's unloaded. That shit gonna break your knee.
That shit's heavy.
Those are surprisingly dense weapons.
They are.
As someone who's dropped it on their foot before, I can attest. Ow.
You don't even have to pistol whip someone with that thing. Just place it on them and it hurts.
Poke them with it.
Alright,
That's called the bayonet charge.
Mjolnir.
so you're rolling the 2 dice, and then I'm rolling the 1 dice, which means, in reality, you're rolling 1 die, because that's what ends up on your side, and I'm rolling 2 die, because that's what ends up over here.
Yeah.
Two, two.
I say that you, good sir, have but a single 5.
One.
I will stay with. Well. No, I will say 1 6.
Captain,
Yes.
have you ever played Liar's Dice?
I have played Liar's Dice. The difference here is we don't know what the dice are unless we can feel it.
Ooh. Yeah. We should play
Really?
Liar's Dice sometime.
You have advanced finger sensors. G Terran.
I do not.
Even if
only
they
thing-
could see their own dice, then it's just a game of Liar's Dice, equally as difficult to guess.
It's true.
Yeah, besides, the only thing advanced about my is that it's robo. It doesn't have anything special about it. It just does whatever a normal human arm does. Well, what a normal Terran arm does. She's gonna gently poke his beak with it.
Metallic thuck.
Just kind of lazily snips at it. Why are you like this?
Because I
Alright, so 2, 6, 1, 5. One,
So you
one.
ready? Mm. One 4.
2, 4.
Jade in the background. Thor.
Vivian's just kind of sitting there. Don't you have porn to look at?
I am. And besides, it's not porn. It's taxes. Do you enjoy
it?
Taxes.
I like
Yeah.
how you
Porn.
I am.
Taxes that crosses the species barrier, 1 ounce at a time. I say that there are 2 5s on the board.
I'm going to bet that you're a liar before I run out of options.
Yeah. You want to take that chance?
He will reveal that there is a 2 and a 4 under his palm.
And there's a 5 under his hand. Oh my god, my palm is so sweaty. Oh, thank you. Oof. Oh, look, there's a little indent from keeping it on the dice so long.
Ah, well, it doesn't matter who wins, I suppose. Just a fun game after all.
And I'm broke either way. Mm. Zitron just constantly trying to smell himself. Even if it's futile, he just... Yeah, that smells fine.
Your hand does smell kind of sweaty. And when John goes to pick up the dice that was under your hand, it kind of slips from his finger. Oh, goes to pick it up again. Oh, and he reaches out with the corner of his shirt, picks it up. Ah, there we
I should go get a towel made from the creation. Zitron will go get a towel from the creation engine and wipe his sweat down. Just keep it on his shoulders, on hand, in case he needs it. And we're turning from the leather-clad, glistening red to just a pretty, sort of purpley,
has
little
made
blue salamanders.
themselves a kerchief
Yes.
instead of getting it covered in snot and wool, whatever else kerchiefs are typically used for. Now it's just gonna be the rag of horny.
You just imagine him snapping it at people. Just chop. Now you're horny.
Now you're horny.
Gets out a spritz bottle to spritz the horny away.
The
Accidentally
best
horny
part
bottle.
is, he's not really paying attention to any like that people, so he's just like standing there, just behind the group after getting his towel and just wiping down all of his joints. So you're just watching just this reveal of who's shiny, defined, shiny, defined.
So, what all pictures did Jade pick up from the actual research for actual research?
A couple hundred examples of anatomy.
So there's the original set of pictures that you got
Mhm.
that were essentially going through some of the side effects of Heron's Psychers and what it did to Bud's implant. And none of them were particularly good. And then there's one more picture in here of seemingly an orbital bombardment of a planet and subsequent cracking of it by Terran. And from some of the structures in the image, it looks like it was another Terran planet.
Why would they planet crack their... Oh. What?
Like to make a smart.
Yes.
Alright. Roll those brain cells. Why did I roll d6? I mean, I got
Well,
a
you got
12 anyways, but... Alright, so what'd you get?
49.
49. Okay, mark down a fail.
Oh.
No hints time.
Oh, claw. It's a fail in smarts.
Yep.
Up to a 3 out of 4 fails. Well, she's gonna put it in the research folder.
Yes. Research goes beep.
Mm-hmm. And every once in a while, she'll find a picture that she doesn't really like, and she'll delete it. Delete. And I can imagine just like the VI having fun with it and just shooting the file, and like it just kind of. Whoosh.
I mean, the VI is locked in your laptop for months at a time, so yeah, they're finding ways to keep themselves entertained, even if they aren't exactly sapient enough to get bored.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And I'm pretty sure the ship VI is still wandering around too. Poking its head in every once in a while.
Well, you did give it access to the laptop. That's never going away now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, go ahead and give me a blade perception check.
Okay.
'Cause-
I do have a +1 on perception. Oh, 99 plus 1, that's a 100.
Okay. So when Citroen mentioned that the ship they were all riding in was a metal coffin, would have faintly, very faintly heard from downstairs in the navigation area a a guffaw.
A
Yes,
guffaw?
evil laughter is necessary. Evil laughter is necessary. All things.
Guffaw is an onomatopoeia.
I will be right back. Vivian, can you watch my computer, please?
Vivian will take the computer and just kind of idly poke at it.
She's gonna
Accidentally
go.
sets background to obscene animated pornography found on in the files.
She's gonna head down to see what that was.
All the screens are dark when you come down, but as soon as you start walking towards one, it lights up in ship's VI playing with a file and just kind of like kicking it in the air over them as kind of laying on their back on the computer background.
What you got there?
Ducky.
Well, I guess I'm going in to see it. Jade's gonna plug in to go see the file.
Alright, so you enter stage left, and it's now 3D to you, and it's kind of continuing to kick the file, and you can tell that the file itself is actually 2D. You have a hard time properly seeing it from this angle, but they're still kicking it like it's 2D.
Can I have that file, please?
Ducky. Ducky. They grab the file and away.
Thank you. She will gently pet the VI.
Well, they're scooting away from you.
Oh, okay.
In
Well,
what
she's,
world does away mean closer? God damn it.
and she will tap the file.
It will do the opening animation, and then they'll slap their claw over it, and it will shut again. Ducky.
What? Oh, you want me to take it to my computer?
No.
Okay. But she will take the file. Thank you.
Nope, they're still holding on to it.
What? What do you want? What?
No.
Do I have a VI translator?
This doesn't have a translation. They're literally just saying Doki.
Doki? Is someone snoring?
Sounds like it.
Wayne,
What?
is that you or is that the Dirge snoring?
Air.
Oh, that was me actively making that noise.
Oh,
I don't know. I want an ambience. I'm sorry.
it's okay. I just thought I didn't know if someone fell asleep or not.
Oh my god, my foot's sweaty!
What a nerd.
It's so wet!
What, she's gonna.
You know
see
when you
what
get your foot out of the...
file.
It's drying.
What did you say?
Jade's gonna see what the VI wants for the file.
A pack of smokes?
They will hold the file behind their back and they'll smile wide grin at you.
Oh no. What is it you want?
Ducky.
Doki. Doki doki.
They'll kind of turn their head a little bit, stare at you side-eyed.
I don't. Throw me a bone here or something, please. My Doki isn't as fluent as it used to be.
They will roll their eyes and they will toss the file to the side, and then you will exit stage left with a Doki cat girl on top of. Go ahead and mark domination down in one of your lesson columns for.
Oh,
I was waiting for it.
Wait, no! I have a sound clip for this!
So I'm just gonna make a separate column for what kink.
So it goes kink, then fetish, or it can get turned into a no if it's a negative experience.
Okay. So I'll put that as a kink.
Damn it.
Dominate.
Since
I thought
Borb
it
is
started off
incapacitated,
as,
I'm going
like,
to take this
something
opportunity to
you
use the restroom.
experienced, and then you roll to find a certain number of times to find out how many
Yeah,
times you'd experienced before it becomes a kink.
yeah. Let me... Oh, wait. Alright, I did pass it. Okay. Let's.
So is Jade just getting dominated by a computer right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sounds like it.
Because they're jacked into the ship's network, they're not allowed to leave, so that's why I'm not having them roll anything for it.
They're bringing us love and affection, boys. Quick! Break your knees!
So good, but so accurately and so accurately dumb.
Oh, that's basically Zitron when someone makes a pass at him. Break your knees!
Ah, there it is. So kink is doing or experiencing something 1d20 times. Option gain it as a kink, and then once the kink, do or experience that kink 1d100 times. Option they turned it into a fetish.
So do I have to roll a d20?
This would be your first experience with it. Go ahead and roll a d20 to see if you somehow roll a 1.
I've done that before.
It has happened.
Is it?
I have clinical depression.
I got a 2.
2. Oh, okay, so you've already done this a few times then.
I
Yeah.
think more like she really likes it.
Yeah.
Between all of the taxes of Vivian's people and Zitron's people, very primal people, it's understandable.
You know, it probably helps that they're a kitty girl, and, you know, after the
Yeah.
friend plague and everything, it's just nice being this close to something even resembling a cat.
Yeah.
And then you got Vivian over there.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Oh, yeah, right.
casually unaware of when she's bumping into people with her boobs.
Right?
Yeah.
Like whenever that happens, it's a roll below 50. Like, does
Okay.
she know what she's doing? Nope, she doesn't realize she is boob hatting somebody.
So how long does the VI keep Jade?
For 100 years or like 5
Pro-
seconds. You never really
Probably
know.
for the rest of the trip.
Okay. Would
Oh
the
yeah, that
captain
reminds
be
me.
aware of this? Or no?
I mean, if the captain goes to interact with navigation, their air gap, they're just gonna get an air gap direct. So they'll figure, oh, the GI's probably busy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Because, like, they do take care of other things around the ship. They maneuver the
Yeah.
damn thing around black holes, pulsars and stuff.
I kind of still want to use my other idea as a character because I really love the idea.
We'll see. This is
Is it true, guys?
this is intended to be a much more dangerous world. Obviously, if you're smart about your decisions, won't ever be any serious danger. The danger will still be very real. It's just if you're clever about it, you won't put yourself into that danger on purpose.
Is it true, guys? And then it is replaced by. Oh god! Well, no, he's a sweetheart compared to my original idea. Who's just. I'm okay with the fact that I'm slowly erasing this person's consciousness to take over their body. I need it.
Oh.
Doesn't part of
So
the
you're like
agreement.
the gas from Doctor Who.
I mean,
Well, no, that's a thing that can happen if you layer someone else's brain scan on top of your own brain. Eventually, they'll either merge or one will win.
there's a lot of things in Doctor Who that does that, though. That's the problem we're
Yeah.
facing here.
My favorite thing from Doctor Who is probably the flesh-eating nanite swarm that can only survive in the dark.
All right.
So
Fucking
you know what?
casually eviscerates someone in a space because it had a tiny.
Yeah.
Yep. So we know what Jade's doing for the rest of the trip.
Having fun times with their computer. Gotcha.
I love the fact that Zitron has a sensitive nose, but to his own stench, it's numb.
Well, he's around it constantly, so it's a
Yeah.
set that he's used to.
He's nose blind. I fucking hate that. But
And
I-
he might be able to smell the horny coming from navigation then.
He can. So, because of the sensitivity of reptilian nostrils, he can smell all of your hornies and determine your sexes.
Mhm.
He just doesn't say it out of respect.
Well, he'll definitely be able to smell it now.
Oh my.
Zitron's response is just the walking past this busy fucking gremlin and just throws towel on lap. You're welcome.
Just kind of their body just kind of slumped over. Well, their head just kind of slumped down.
So you specifically
And
climbed down the
meanwhile, you've
ladder
got
to.
Vivian, who's just not horny. She's just, I don't know, clumsy.
I want to see. Okay, I want to see Vivian attempt to climb a ladder. She's gonna say that now.
You'll probably get that chance if you guys ever explore like a space station or anything.
Just has to grab with top and
It would just be a little awkward looking, but she's got 6 limbs she can use.
Yeah.
the way I view it is it's like watching someone scale the side of a building. Because you have to it's just hand over hand and just but instead of hand over just not just the hands though, it's front foot, back foot, just it's like the 2 left feet, 2 right feet, 2 left feet just swinging. Just it's just like I love the idea of that.
You ever see a cat climb a ladder?
I've
I've
seen
seen
one.
I've seen my cat literally leap over the backyard fence multiple times because they couldn't wait for us to come through the front porch, go out or go into the past the kitchen and just open the side door for them. No, they just leap the 6-foot fence. They kind of get like almost 5.5, maybe almost just there, and they grab on and then pull themselves up because they're getting old. In her younger days, though, I watched her leap 10 feet onto a fucking awning. I'm like, Jesus Christ, the spring.
Yeah, I'm not sure how people still wonder, like, how cats hunt birds. They can jump 10 feet.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what it is, like, they literally lie in trees and fucking body them when they fly by. I mean, remember, you know how lions hunt giraffes? Because they can leap 36 feet vertically.
Hey,
That wall isn't so high to keep you from falling in there. It's so that lion, when you're pissing it off, that lioness is like, you know what? I'm gonna eat you, kid, and just fucking vert leaps the fence and comes after your ass like LeBron.
Fucking, they talk about, oh, kangaroos would be the best at basketball if they were turned into anthros, or rabbits, or, you know, any of the other animals that are
No, it
known
would be
for
cats.
jumping. No, it would be cats.
lions.
It would be
The only content. It would be pretty much like just all cats, because the only thing that leaps even more aggressively for its size than lions are fucking jaguars.
Well, that's still a
Mm.
cat.
Yeah, I'm talking about the only. I know. That's what I was saying. But compared to a lion, the only other thing like that really leaps as aggressively is just another fucking cat.
Well,
Maybe
I believe
foxes
are
have good
well
ups.
known for their giant
foxes would also be good because they can vertically leap like 12 feet on their own. Let's also remember that tigers are fucking ripped.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we talk for a second about how unfair it is that nature's just like, oh, you're a bird that needs to down like 4 times your body weight, put on all that fat, and magically turn it into muscle without actually exercising? Okay, we can do that.
All right.
Fucking unfair.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got like the orangutans with their long ass arms, literally having so much physical strength based off of pure fucking locomotions.
Mhm.
Its arm is super long, and it's why it is strong.
Got all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got like anti. They're casually ripping concrete apart.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason they can keep it in an enclosure because it's a passive creature.
And literally, like those fucking foreclaws that anteaters have recorded to have just straight fucking disemboweled people that antagonize them.
Oh yeah.
Lord is returned. They also chip through concrete with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
We
is
covered
their
that.
No,
entire-
it's not even a chipping motion. Or like they just wedge it in there and rip.
Impressive, really.
Fuck, what's another one of the bullshit ones from nature? Honey badgers, literally immune to snake venom.
Yeah.
They just
And
take a
it-
nap.
Yeah, like a king cobra bit a fucking honey badger once, and it killed the king cobra, passed out, woke up, and then proceeded to violate its corpse before eating it.
Mhm.
That's just fucking nature, I swear to God.
Honey badgers
Oh,
literally kill things by twerking them against the bin.
nature.
What is Olin doing for the trip? For the rest of the trip?
Performing
After what
fellatio
he
on a
saw,
rubber ball.
yeah. After all what he just saw, yeah, he's chewing on a fucking rubber ball. He's still a little off.
How's Olin
Secondly,
making the warp, by the way? Roll a d100.
There we go. Where is it? Ah. One of these dice is a D100 thing. Where are you?
You know
And
what?
then there's the other one.
I need to get him a lamp.
How long do we have left on the trip?
Like an hour.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Uh,
Return to
Jade's
shower.
gonna get a rude awakening if she's not in a chair. Or is she? I think she would be in a chair. Down in that.
Not bottom
Okay.
level.
Oh no.
I think Vivian would be looking for something like a simple game she could play on Jade's computer.
I got a 17.
That's not
Bono is
bad.
not
That's like a different
handling it well.
9.
She probably has
Yeah, It's still a fail though, but it's not one of the skill checks.
Okay.
So it's not
Gripping that with the ball.
particularly pleasant. Let's.
Motion
You're
sickness
getting
to the
kind of an auditory. People's mouths moving, and then it takes a second for the audio to actually.
Oh, that'd be headache-inducing.
very much so.
I mean, that's watching any.
It's a little hard to hear you over the music.
Oh, so loud.
Yeah, it's
I've
still
got,
kind of loud.
I've got the stream turned down.
Yeah, you can.
I
turn
can
the
hear it
stream
through
music
somebody
down.
else's mic.
Yeah, I'm still working on what best volume. I don't want it to be so quiet that you can't hear it at all, but I don't want it to be so loud that I have to shout over it. The weird thing is, it's all the way down in like minus 30 decibels range, while I got everyone else turned up to like max volume.
Just shout, I need a D100!
Let's see if I can find the volume control on it then. Oh, there it is. Okay. If I need to tweak it, I will.
Yeah. I'm slowly reining in the audio as recording, making.
Yeah.
Also, it has just been like the same song on the entire.
No.
More advertisement. And very. That I thought I can. But again.
I can kind of see the text when you have your mouse over it, but when you don't have your mouse over it, it's just blank. It's a weird effect.
Yeah, Discord's made some odd.
Yeah.
It's like, we're gonna compress the ever-living shit out of this so you can't read it.
Yeah. Okay, simple games on the. I'm pretty sure Jade had Minecraft and Half-Life 4.
3.
But she was looking for something that wouldn't require reaction time, like solitaire.
Oh.
There's probably a buoy sweeper.
Probably like basic.
Yes.
Space Cadet Pinball 7D.
Nah, the fucking original. It's only using like 4 of 30 voice tracks it has.
Well, she would be playing something simple. She wouldn't be super interested in the porn.
And, of course, her research is encrypted and password locked.
Yeah, she's not gonna mess with any of that stuff.
Okay.
Realistically, we both know that the porn would be password locked, and the research could just exist there.
No.
What a gank.
All right, I don't care about in like the game, but in real life, yeah, you're password protecting your porn.
Yeah, no, that's password protected, yeah.
It's just
Oh wait,
too
scroll
valuable.
back up. I saw it.
Like that one meme Ivy has, like when your friend says, "Who's that furry girl?"
I still think it's hilarious that somebody made one of my characters into a meme.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that.
It's great.
Fucking wonderful is what it is. Cause the fucking face she had.
Also, Dirk, I sent you something.
I will look at it here in a moment. I am trying to make sense of this character sheet because I'm a noob.
What do you have with?
I just keeping information square on my end. It's just I'm not good with Word.
Vivian thing, basically.
More shower.
Oh, they're taking a shower?
Yeah, they're gonna do that for the rest of the thing, because once they've seen the towel... They don't want to keep soaking towels through, so might as well get whatever grime they picked up on their body off.
Raven.
Has slowly crawled their way to a.
Raven is
Yeah.
raving with rabbits.
They've wandered themselves over to a chair. They don't know what if they. I'm assuming it was said at some point while I was gone that they're about to drop out of warp again.
In about an inch.
Oh yeah, well, then Borb is going to go get ready for that and go snuggle up under their own wing in a chair. Just.
Alright. And he kind of cut you off a little. Sides.
Panicking.
I'm squeezing my ball. You mean rubber ball chewing? Because not only is looking at people not talking at the right on cue for some reason,
Yeah,
and
that
then
would be concerning. Like watching a Japanese.
he does eventually. That does eventually calm down, right?
No.
Yeah, he's
Has
just
been
gonna
through
say.
many jumps and it never gets better.
So in the situation he's in, he's just not gonna move. He's just gonna chew his ball. He's just gonna chew his ball. He's just gonna. Yeah, you get the idea.
They buckle.
There is no reason for him to get up because if every time he talks to someone, it's gonna be delayed. He's just gonna get annoyed and sit down again.
You can just talk to everybody with his eyes closed.
Nope. And if anyone says help, oh my god, there's gonna be delayed. He won't know who said it. He's given up. He's just like, I'm sitting down.
God did that's how something can't get any audience.
If Bird knew, Bird would purposefully open and close their beak in a speaking manner.
Just
Clack, clack, clack.
click, click, click.
Alright.
This is why I should never mention whatever he's going through.
Captain gives everybody fair and tells them to check on a the down ladder. Buckle.
Vivian will do that.
Alright. Okay. Down the ladder.
Yay!
Watching
I mean, I
cars
don't
go
see
down
it
ladders would
happen,
be
but
entertaining.
yay.
Wait, okay, let's see if it's still a
Now, would that be... What would that be? Physicality or dexterity?
physicality.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, what do we get? 19.
Yeah, it would be a dexterity actually.
Okie dokie. Well, she
and
got a 19.
Got a 19. Okay. Managed to jump down. Steady ladder. Go over. Jade and buckle. Harness. Climb back up the ladder. Get pinned up.
They could probably see Jade twitch every once in a while.
Another 19.
Okay. I'm gonna climb up and pad kind of slides away.
So, yep.
Yeah.
Well then, I think she'll have to try again.
Another. Now again.
24. You can tell how my rolls are. They're very consistent.
They are. That's fail. Are we going to have the opposite problem now?
It's like I can go down, going up. Nope, too slippery. Damn it, Jade.
Never quite learned how to climb.
Stop snail trailing the ladders, god damn it.
Maybe Jade was a
A
little sweaty.
bit about the slipperiness, and she's going to use her claws this time in order to have a little bit more grip.
I'll give you advantage. Claws. Metal.
Blaming Jade when secretly it was Zitrun's sweat that got it slippery.
Alright, so I got a 93 and a 13, so.
Alright, so initially you will have failed yet again. Your claws extended like hook, like it's a lot harder to fail each thing covered in. And by the time you climb your way up to the top, you'll have a 20 plus.
Oh dear. I should put my lust somewhere on here. I forgot to include that on my.
You are playing with on it. Come up from often.
Come up on me. Ah, that's why I'm in the shower.
Not terrible.
You're welcome. Don't worry. I got you, buds.
Is
Singing Maui.
Vivian gonna
Shower.
get a kink for getting her tits slapped around or something?
The VI will kind of sadly and back in the body as a navigator pops in front of and yeah, wake up in fleshy body. We're at 86 right now.
Oh, it's about to get worse. He didn't think it through. He just threw the towel there to help. Do not touch the towel. It's a 2319. Just leave it alone.
It's physically laying on me.
Okay. Shake it off like a wet dog. That's your best bet.
So, how much lust did you say that she took? Was it 20?
It'll
You just hear
fade
from the
over
under
time.
the towel, oh god, it's in my mouth.
Luckily, you won't have the towel on drop out a warp. Every kind of merchant that's not bound down place kind of towel will kind of laying off of now it's a half on.
A thunk from inside the creation engine. Ow. Oh, that's young beast, but
At least the creation today is like getting that proper fall over.
yeah,
It's
but
just-
it's skinny
just-
enough that if he's doing anything that's not just showering, it just
Song of getting metal.
Just, ow. Oh. Yeah, nope, Bird lost it. Is anyone sitting in front of Bird?
All the side by side spaced far enough that you can't actually vomit on it.
Oh good, because Tender Puke just York. It never gets better.
Gross.
They always lie.
Just from downstairs. Gross.
He'll hold down a button. Quickly.
I'm sorry. Violating spatial laws is bullshit.
You're
somewhere an eye is twitching.
That's
in the
very
ether.
presumptuous. I like staying on the ground or no, not face fucking physics to go fast.
oh,
Damn right. Eh.
Well, Jade is going to. Well, are they back at the station now?
you are back at the station. talk.
Okay, well, she's gonna unbuckle and she's gonna kind of pick the towel up, not really aware of what it was.
Fine.
Did someone leave a towel down here?
Ah, yes. After Zitron hitting the fucking wall, he'll be done with his shower.
If I
Oh.
remember correctly, we're at 89. People can almost tell how.
Yeah, I think on values like that, I should have included that on the sheet somewhere.
Oh.
And you do extra rolls as you go, I think.
Yeah,
Mm.
kind of that way, but how it works.
That's why Celis was so OP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why everyone was kind of terrified of fucking E.
I love Yuri personally.
I did too, but I was also terrified.
Hand holding.
Akane especially liked it. They were immune to loss being a
And yet it didn't stop her.
no, once you had fleshy portion, you still had to like take care of less prevent. Why she okay with like, okay, make me orgasm. Get over.
She's just kind of down there. Yeah.
Zitron with a new towel wiping himself off of water.
Nanites. There is no water. Only nanites.
Yeah, but still.
You don't have
No,
blood. You've been on the
there's
ship
water.
too long. You have nanites.
You've contracted nanites.
Your nanites have nanites. They are nanites.
And then you've got the nanites.
And then you have the Meta Knights, also known as the Meta Knights.
Hoorah! Sorry.
I thought something was amiss.
Shut.
Something.
Something was amiss. Slams on brakes. Okay,
Out. Leave.
Jade will come back up the ladder. Hey, did somebody leave a towel?
Yeah,
Down
that's
here.
my towel.
Okay, it's on
You
this
didn't smell it, did you?
I'm holding it.
Don't smell it.
90.
Don't smell it.
Do not.
I'm not.
Why would I smell it? That's just weird.
Eh,
All my bottom parts.
Mm.
I'm getting hornier the longer I hold it. Please, someone take it away.
Why don't you... I have a question. If you gotten horny when you were holding it, why didn't you just leave it where you found it?
Because I'm not going to leave a random towel lying around the
Oh,
cabin ship.
then... I don't know. Hand it here.
She will hand it to Zitron.
And they'll just kind of throw it over their shoulder and go put it in the appropriate bin to be returned into something else.
Alright. Put rag as it in, and it whirs for a second. Pops out a little glass vial and pheromone.
Mm.
Oh,
Yep,
no.
that's what I thought. And then just Zitron will just take it and look at Jade. This is not for you.
Don't smell it.
Do not smell it.
What is it?
You don't need to worry about what it is.
Okay.
It's like, you know those typical sample files that you get like every science kit ever?
Yeah, like a little test tube.
Yeah, like a tube file. That.
Yeah.
And it's file with a PH, not with an F.
I know.
They'll put it up. Safely put it up.
I may be dumb, but I'm not stupid.
Yeah. I'm glad that you weren't, too dumb. You didn't smell the rag. That'd have been bad if you did.
Smells like chloroform.
Does
Hey,
it smell
Jade.
like chloroform to you? No, it does not. It's with bat.
Hey, does it
Jade,
smell
you
like
might want
chloroform?
to,
Uh-huh. Ah,
basically.
shit, that's the wrong rag. That's
Okay.
later. This smell like
I don't trust you now. Smell it. Now smell it.
Jade's gonna. I'm gonna go
Would you like
do.
to take a shower?
Yes.
Go in
And
the creation engine.
She's gonna scuttle down to the creation engine.
It can make one of the things you need. Weirdo. Says the one carrying a neck pillow underarm. That is just unapologetically a jiggly ass. The only thing he brought from home aside from his knife and his nolig. And some other knickknacks that are there for his own safety.
Would you say that they might be paddywhacks?
there is a much subtle time, much less dramatic as it comes stock.
We
Yep.
Jade is
Anything
going
I can hear?
take a shower and handle her business.
Alright.
good thing it can wash the stink off. That would have been hell. Try to get away from his stink, goes to the shower, just has his stink everywhere.
The nanites are. Oh no, the nanites are ticking up in lust as well. Oh no.
Just the most OP thing in the. That would be our fucking luck. Our greatest weapon against the universe, Zitron's fucking sweat glands.
Quick,
That's
put him in
the
the
thing. You don't. It doesn't affect me.
Thank God.
Good. That
was
would
gonna
be
say-
terror.
I was gonna say, oh no, it's
What
making
about
the
androids or cyborgs?
It can affect cyborgs if they don't have proper place. It cannot affect Android or it's very strict. An android
Yes,
will always whatever. It has
Here.
some amount of autonomy to it, can interpret the laws that it has to follow, but it
Mhm.
will always follow.
This robot is programmed to fuck your ass. Mm.
I'm sorry,
Shut-
once the robot is turned on, it can't be turned off.
This robot is gonna beat
Oh,
you right
I'll
in the
explain
boot.
that later. It was how the reason I love Saint 14 and Osiris as an archetype so much. I'll explain it later.
Mhm.
What the fuck? Oh, it's 7:30. I was like, no way, it's already 7:50. I'm happy now.
No way.
Alright, we're at the station.
Should I-
Spraying a fucking pheromone bomb. Did you what?
Should I roll something to see how long it takes Jade to take care of her problem?
Sure.
The real question is, should you roll for a muspet?
Yes, roll. Roll, you dirty
She is,
bitch.
she is going to get something from the creation engine to help her.
There are many selections.
She gonna get. Let's see.
Oh, my back. I need to roll and face the opposite direction from the computers to stretch out.
I don't know what to roll to choose what species she chooses.
She gets a deer tar dong. There you go.
Yeah, there's some deer tars like a captain, whatever the hell a bunny has, aside from, stamina.
Horrible.
It's actually kind of like a and
Mm.
crap ton of fur.
Mm.
A lot of animals, like a
Man, that's why reptiles are so cool. They have these exotic nightmare decks.
I'm gonna roll. I don't know.
Go for the demon dong.
No, she's just gonna hit random on the selection thing.
Random. Okay.
Gets a Mon's dong.
God, no. She
This
could
is
use
the
that as a
captain.
I don't know if the
This is
captain has that much.
Yeah, I was gonna say. How many X's are in that? Yes. Somewhere out there. Oh, I smell plagiarism. It's me burning the roast. Yammer!
She's gonna put random on pretty much everything for that pick. The length, the girth,
Alright.
and the species.
So it's got like it is a speaker. It's got like a horse donut with cilia all through the tunnel, and it's formed into a double helix. And then about halfway down, it hinges down and ring, and lots of hub. Yeah.
For Jade.
You click random.
Yeah.
You
She's
said
like,
for
"She's actually
everything.
more specific."
Alright, so here's what you do when you fail. Just feed it back in there and click penetrable, or not penetrable, but insertable, then random everything else.
That's probably what she's gonna do. Put it back in.
Mm.
Insertable. Random. Go.
Deal.
She's gonna. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
The VI literally making you say it just because it knows what you want, but it wants to humiliate you.
It wants to
Correct.
hear you say it.
Yes, I don't know.
Alright, random response. Go.
Oh, hold on, I got you.
No, I
Alright,
got
here
it.
we go. Double.
The old
Aw.
organizer state.
It
No.
just comes up with a random replica.
I was literally gonna say, okay, basically think the marker from Dead Space, but as a dick.
One of
Okay.
us.
So let's see. It's got cum lube filled balls, an inflatable knot,
Ooh.
force shaft up the medial ring, and then it switches.
Oh no.
It's actually
You poor
got
thing.
a nice fat flare for you and barb knot.
Get
The best way to describe this is terror pain.
She's like, yeah, this'll work.
Good enough, it'll fit.
For that bitch.
Yeah, literally itch. Good God.
So she's gonna take it into the shower and take care of her business.
It is surprisingly soft, and somehow you managed to get the whole thing in.
Yay.
And
You
now
have
it's stuck.
Deb. When they should know you.
It is harder to get it back out.
You have to make a strength check of
No,
physicality.
nothing quite that hard. Just, it slipped
You
in a
have to
lot
leave it
easier than
in.
it came out.
Live with your shame.
I'm gonna
At
need a hand here.
You didn't slip on it.
It's like, Vivian, bring your claws.
So she's gonna.
We're gonna
After
need
that,
a gear puller over.
we're gonna need a winch.
Just ties a rope around the ball, has them dangling. Will pull on their arm. It's not coming out.
Stop doing Kegel exercises, you nasty.
I could get some of my sweat and loosen it, but that would increase the problem.
I wouldn't make it worse.
Make
mean,
it
it
worse.
would
This is
work.
entertaining for Board.
It would make it work. Like, it definitely would make it worse, but it would work because of how slippery his sweat is. It would slip out.
Yeah.
Oh, it just
But it makes
you'd have to put something back in to fix the fucking fact that it just made it worse because it's all that pheromone again right on your membrane.
But she does get it out, and she's gonna see if she can like sneakily put it into her inventory. Like this is mine now.
You just hear over the speakers, just like a knowing Doki from the FBI. Hey,
What?
It
The
does
captain is
seem
fully
awfully
aware of
familiar.
everything.
One of the several things I
Oh. Oh, she picked this one out on purpose then.
almost like a connected network.
Yeah.
Now you figured out why it wanted to say that.
I see what you did, you dirty, dirty FBI. I like the way you think.
Zitron just sitting down at the table. I have a pheromone grenade in my inventory now. I want you all to know.
Noted.
After her shower, she's gonna come back up. Oh, it feels better. So how's everybody doing?
Yeah, but
smells vaguely acidic and extra citrusy in the as she walks by. Just, I hate this shit.
Oh
She's
no,
gonna,
that's strong.
she's gonna pat the bird gently.
Eh,
Raven, you know you could go shower, right?
I can't feel my abdomen or my legs.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to drag you into the creation engine?
Do you want me to carry you there? Because I think she's currently more focused on trying to remember her name.
I am fine.
You just get a groan from Bird. Just, Why do we violate the laws of physics? Why can't we just, poof into existence like everyone else?
Because Shipgonium.
Ah,
Because if you're not first, you're last.
I just realized one of the things on my desk, one of the handles is upside down.
are you now
oh, you
annoyed?
finally noticed when I did that, huh?
Yeah,
Welcome.
I'm gonna have to find my screwdriver so I can take it out and flip it back around.
The Foxo comes and messes with you over your noms, and then Foxo just comes and makes me forget what my name was for like 6 hours.
Foxo, continue.
Uh,
Nope, I'm not finishing this sentence. Moving on.
Let's be careful. Fox
Why don't you go ahead and
can
say?
teleport now.
they have
Why did you
leveled up.
finish the sentence there, buddy?
Nope.
Oh, it's not that bad. Just finish the sentence.
Nope.
Don't be,
Moving on.
don't be a bitch.
Are
Alright.
you peanut?
So
No,
the captain's gonna mark and talk to the deckhand and credit card and deckhand slotted device on the notepad, and the captain takes the card back and look at it, nod, come back to
you could
I
just
think
go
the only one
shower,
being
you know.
I think the only one being a degenerate is Jade.
Could we maybe put her out on the deck and wash her off? The bird stinks currently, and no offense, it's just I can smell that extra hard.
I'm sorry.
Hey, so I got
Oh.
a bad news.
Damn.
That's even better.
Yep.
So gonna get 20 credits. Cover derelict special counts and coordination and out.
Oh, this is
Also,
good.
apparent information about that planet. Got a that
Ooh.
gonna
Wonderful.
hand out a chocolate plane.
Oh,
This wrong stuff. I put on your person about to die. It's full of adrenaline.
Bird wraps it crudely back in its little foil wrapper before taking it out after taking it out of his beak. Just oh. That being said, Zertrun, if you would be so kind, I probably need to go shower this off.
Okay. Did you stand up and help Smole, equal Smole bastard down to the take a shower?
Thank you.
Breathe, shower, and make whatever you know. Doc is going to charge. Don't make like an atom.
And
Don't
well,
worry,
that
Captain.
would make it very easy to exact my revenge, but I would actually have something to show for it.
So,
Yeah, no,
how long
munitions.
Aside from a galactic record. Plus, I'm pretty sure we need like a clearance and stuff. Nuclear weaponry, any sort of fission or fusion missiles. Probably alerts the
Well-
military.
I don't.
Ah. So, what's your password? Damn.
You
Yo,
just
and-
Bird just kind of leans back a little bit so the majority of their beak can be seen from the side. You could just have the fabrication engine, the creation engine thing. You could just have it make their password on a piece of paper. It knows. And how do you think it authenticates?
Pretty good idea, actually. But no, we're not actually going to do that. And there.
But we could hold so many people ransom for so much money.
Yeah.
or we could not.
Hey! Shut up!
Hey,
I seen
Yeah.
that tax folder when you were out. Got some
don't-
lascivious shit in there.
What's
You
in
wanna-
there?
you wanna look through
porn.
oh, my taxes is all just porn.
Oh, okay.
It's my
No.
research that's not porn.
What's the
Oh yeah, I made
majority
a copy
fetish?
of that too.
Well, if you would like, while we're here at the ship, I can go through my research with you.
I'll
Besides, I got
mm,
87 new research pictures with that in my last dump. And Dark, I did write that down from when you said.
mhm. Nope.
Just feathery wingies in face. I need a shower.
Then go shower.
Power.
That's what it's going to do. It's going to leave the burb in front of the creation engine and just kind of gesture at it as it opens. And go shower.
Hold on. Looks at the screen. Make sure it's in shower mode and not nom mode.
It is packed in shower.
Question: is there a history page for that thing?
Yes.
Oh no.
Plus, the best part is, I'm pretty sure that the captain sees everything made from it.
Oh no.
Well, they could always check the one. Get a,
Okay.
Ah, but when it comes to things like lead and valuable resources, they do.
they get a notification. Large masses.
Oh, they definitely got a notification.
It's not that massive.
Or
And,
fucking massive.
I mean,
I mean, it's
Not as
only
big as
7
what?
inches.
massive.
Not as massive as what Citron tried to print.
Well, you've got plans. You're just a skank.
I mean, I really wait. What masses are we talking about? The rod that I tried to make?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That was pretty big. I was just.
That was.
It was very large. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My size is just coordinated.
No, I could see where you were going with. Quite work. Okay.
I'm just so used to breaking open sandworms and stuff with it. I think it's the same general concept as pressure. Doesn't work. We don't have anything that shoots fast enough. But we did realize that if we slowly drive pressure into it, it'll cave.
Well,
And I don't have any.
Cap, how long are we going to be stationed? How long are we going to be docked?
Not long enough to be a skank.
Probably half an hour. Enough
Just
to back.
Okay.
Probably gonna head off second option. Got a quest to fly a space station now.
Okay.
Oh
Sounds
no.
good. Sounds good to me, champ.
It's not the space station we came from, is it?
No,
No.
this one.
Pretty sure that one's gone.
This one actually disappeared a while ago. Yes, space
Mm.
running off of an experiment drive, and people were very excited. And when it activated the drive, it kind of, and it just recently slowed back up. And its bounty's been up on the a couple months now, and been brave enough or interested to check out what happened. It's
Yeah.
probably not dangerous. Whatever on the station, like have enough life to continue operating. But if it
That's-
is running,
yeah.
that will be a welcome surprise. That means a lot more. That means
And theoretically, if nobody owns it anymore because of ownership, we could have a space station.
I mean, not
Assuming
like
it's not
active.
infested by some cosmic horror. Yes.
Mm.
Could also
Mm.
quiet.
Don't most space stations have automated defenses?
See?
Oh, let's hope it's out of power then. Because I know for a fact, and I only know this for a fact because I was told this in a drunken stupor by a trader, that if you stay there too long, the VI will shoot you dead. I didn't know what a VI. I just thought that a VI was like some sort of angry alien, and then I found out that it was a little piece of computer that talks to you.
Very paranoid trader. So to be fair, Vagrant is exactly highly on in the station.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out when we get there. But take some time, get your land legs back while you have them. Going back into warp for a longer time.
How long will we be going into warp for?
2 hours. Not that long,
2 hours.
relatively, but longer than the last.
Long enough that I'll have to keep myself occupied. Hey, Olin.
Olin, do you need a hug?
Why? Why?
Nope.
4 hours? This what? Oh, who said? Oh, you said it. Oh, okay.
Calm down.
You just need to help us get there, bud.
Who said help?
Me.
Nobody. Raven, get in the damn creation engine and shower before I force your tiny ass in there myself.
Fine. Bird is feeling better, but still smells like bed. Just a bleg.
And
She's
you smell
gonna
pretty when you don't smell like
go
spit.
gently pet him. There. It's
You
okay.
goddamn right, I'm pretty. I'm a beautiful goddamn bird. Kick your ass if you say
The
otherwise.
Citron just closes this creation engine around Bird.
For a second,
bastard.
creation like a purple pin out wall.
Hey.
Light bathed area and shower.
It's like, just semi-distrusting bird as begins shower. So those purple tendrils is like, hey, no, no.
No, you got 20 credits now. That's enough to self a psychic on. Mitigate a lot of. I don't need it myself. I'm pretty. If anyone feels like you need it,
Citron is going to go ahead and thank the captain for pay. Then is this that same station?
it's the same station you guys were at before.
Or
Yeah, it's the only one that's close right now. You guys did
It's
only
the
travel
only
for an
local
hour.
one.
Yeah, the other nearest station is about a day and a half at Corpse that you pop out at right now.
I see.
I think Vivian, having seen the weirdness and all that sort of thing, and seeing people a little bit freaked out by it, is gonna, that might be a good idea, getting one of those bands. I think I'll go do that.
Your bird from just inside the shower. Hold on, like wait 2 minutes. I would like one too.
Like
I
we're
didn't know
going
those were a
anywhere.
thing.
You got time to shower.
And I'm gonna go and pay some more on a thing I was purchasing.
I think
So-
Vivian is also somewhat interested in one of those personal shields, but I don't know how much those cost.
It's,
Expensive, and she cannot afford it.
unless you're talking about like one of the original, where it's all like fixed
Whoa.
face and then like arms fitting into the box. Fucking distorted ass manu composite effect.
Those were great.
It's a cool looking effect, but man, did it take for fucking make.
All right. So Zitron went to that little station, a little person, and he gave them another 20 credit for investment in his VI.
Alright, I hope crack it.
And the price was like 150 thorium.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm 44 of 150 credits in.
I'll be right back.
Huh.
Okay. Oh yeah, hey, maybe a random question to ask you because you know electronics. Do you know any sort of shop that would purchase exotic pheromones and/or substances? Not like illegal ones, just ones that you can only extract from certain species.
Kind of fair. Pathetic. Correct. Black fetish.
And Zitron just immediately starts locking up at the concept of the ladder. Well,
Jade?
if it's any consolation, it comes from me because it's my sweat. It's just I don't feel safe carrying it. I'm not affected by it, but other species. If it was to accidentally break, I'd have a large problem on my hands.
Well, that's all well and self. All black left. Call it a fetish. Classic. Black.
Yeah.
It may just be your sweat, piss, live, whatever else. Somebody get off.
You weird fucking aliens. Life was so much simpler when I was young. Fight someone, kill someone, have sex, which granted at one time, and just Citron walking off. And the one time that I did start doing that went to a life.
Right? Alright, it is 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna there, pick up Sunday with you guys, grabbing psychic thing will help mitigate effects, give you advantage.
Yeah. Not like it's gonna help Durgany, apparently.
Geek your ass, kid. And pull your cable when you go in to go fuck with your VI.
The captain will wait until everyone has finished their shopping time, not actually in a hurry.
Jade isn't gonna do any shopping. She's just gonna chill out.
And weird.
No, she's actually gonna to mad book it. She's trying to
You know what?
of all the trying to connect pictures and videos.
I know what
Alright,
Zitron's gonna do.
And
give me,
I know what he's doing with the sweat. Okay, I'm happy.
What?
give me
Don't worry about it.
a March.
Oh, smarts chick. Okay. Shit.
you
Now that you've got all the
H-chick.
pictures in front of you.
Damn, I do not have a +1 to smarts yet.
This will be the moment.
This is the
Oh, what is that?
moment.
83.
Picture of Terran planet cracking a Terran planet. Recognized from background that first video I described. Terran thing wave magic and sort of remember scientists talking about some vague reference to something that happened.
So these two must be stuck cracking this planet. Then this guy in the power armor be from that planet and got pissed off. They tried to exterminate.
Oh my god, they actually found him.
Who? What?
4chan actually found where Justin Trudeau lives.
Yeah, it took him about 20 seconds.
So it was literally like
Well,
January
hold
the
on.
31st. He posted an image of him, basically just
Let me
pause,
stop
stop. Yeah, that's
Yeah.